Hey everybody, High Lord Tamerlane with another obscurity in miniature. And it's not really miniature because this dude's miniature compared to it. At least the box isn't miniature. This is the Horomatangi from Wyrd's The Other Side. So as you can see, it's a big giant kaiju looking dude who is a pre-assembled mini. I don't know if we can call it a mini when the box is this big, because like I said, here's our scale for reference model. But he comes with the base and stat cards. Wow. And if I remember my mythology and stuff correctly, and I probably do because I'm a big fat nerd, the Horomatangi is supposed to come from New Zealand, I believe. But anyway, it's a very Godzilla-like monster, and I want to tear the box open and see what's inside. Oh, okay, well, we got a base, and we got the camera out of focus. Alright, besides the base, this is a large base. I want to say it's about 120 millimeters, and it is labeled the other side. We are greeted to the plastic coffin that holds our friend here, along with cards, and knocking everything over in sight. Alright. So, here is our Horomatangi. Did I say it right? I think so. He sits on the base, like so. His miniature friends are quite miniature next to him. He is considered in the game to be what is called a Titan, and Titans, well, I'm assuming hit big things and do lots of damage, because his stat numbers look higher than some of the stuff that I've seen before. I will leave the gameplay up to the experts that know what the hell they're talking about, because I don't. But just to give you a good sense of scale, I'm always on the lookout for giant kaiju monsters, but that's just as a out-and-out Godzilla fan growing up. It was always something I had my eyes out for as it is. We could grab some kaiju just to give you a good idea, but that's not what we're about right now. We'll save that for once we're back in Japan. Anyway, I like the figure itself. I'm not super keen with the build job they've done, but for the most part, I don't really care. And again, as I've said in the past, despite how shiny and rubbery it looks, these guys paint up quite well. I had an Abyssinia figure with me, and I don't know where I put her now, but I'll find it later. Just a couple other figures for reference. So, he does look like he's going to need to be pinned. He has a very, very small spot that actually touches the floor, just right here and on the balls of his feet, and it's not even flat there, so I'm probably going to have to pin it. His hand doesn't actually touch the ground. Otherwise, I mean, he's going to be kind of flopping over. I don't know if he's as tall as the other Titans. I have a Abyssinia Marauder or whatever. No, not the Marauder, that's the bike. The Dreadnought. Their walker cannon thing. I have one of those coming, but I've heard that that's actually the smallest. But we'll see how he looks compared to that once that shows up. So overall, not a bad size, but, and here's the catch, there's always but, I think what Wyrd's asking for their Titan models, especially this guy, are way, way too much. Now, maybe maxing out around $40, because keep in mind, this is pre-built, and I know that counts for something, and I don't know, it is quite large, and it has a ridiculously sized base. But I want to say the MSRP on these are like over $60, and I can't swallow that. I actually got it for a very good price because it was in a bashed up box, and I could care less about the packaging, so that worked out quite well for me. But again, your mileage may vary, and who knows what local stores are going to cost, so can't really help with that. If you do see it for a good price, I'd say if you're in the mood for a big Godzilla, Kaiju, Pacific Rim type thing, then, you know, by all means, go pick one up. I'm going to get this guy painted up hopefully soon, and we'll see how he turns out, and I'm sure he'll be back. So again, this is the Horomatangi from Wyrd's The Other Side for their Gibbering Horde faction. And with that said, this is High Lord Tamerlane doing the usual obscurities and miniatures, saying bye-bye.